Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you new here, my name is Donna, and for those of you not new, thank you so much for continuing to come back and support my channel. I appreciate all of you so very much. And as you saw from the thumbnail today, I am unboxing what I bought from Kaleidos. So, just so that you all are aware, and I'll link it up in the cards, I did do a video, I do one every single year, about the brands that I really want to try for the year that we're in. And Kaleidos has been a brand that has been on my list since, you know, about early last year. Honestly, I don't think it was a brand that made my list for 2020, but it's definitely a brand that made my list for 2021 because they just kind of came out into the market and really boomed. And with that said, Angelica Nyqvist is somebody I watch religiously. She's somebody I watch all the dang time, and what a better time to try Kaleidos than when she does a collab with them. So you guys, I am so excited to talk about this unboxing. I don't think I've ever been this excited about an unboxing video, if I'm honest. So with that said, let's jump in. So one of the first things I want to talk about is my experience with ordering from Kaleidos. So I have to say, like, as far as brands launching a collab with an influencer, this went remarkably well. I have to give props to both the Kaleidos team and Angelica Nyqvist. We were very well informed of when it was going to be launching. It didn't launch any earlier, it didn't launch any later, and there wasn't any kind of problems that I have seen in the past with, like, say, the Pure and Raw Beauty Kristi collab, or even the ColourPop collab with Raw Beauty Kristi, where it was sold out like within seconds. Jaclyn Hill's products, like her collabs and all the problems that exist there just wasn't those problems with this launch. There just wasn't, and I can't be more ecstatic. In addition to that, it wasn't like a frilly like launch. While the box is beautiful, it wasn't like frilly. This is a reusable box. It's a beautiful box. It's something that you can definitely see on somebody's, you know, vanity, or you can see somewhere in their home as like a decorative piece. So I love that about it as well. And it wasn't like lights and all these different pieces of paper that you weren't going to be able to do anything with. So that part was amazing. Like, just the overall getting onto the brand's website to order the product was not hard to do. Their customer service was really great. They did talk, you know, it did speak volumes to the caliber of the brand. I don't know a whole lot about Kaleidos. This is the first time I have ever gotten anything from them, so I didn't know how it was going to be. I didn't know how it was going to go. And I had nothing but pleasant experiences with them. I am a consumer that likes immediate satisfaction, right? The reason why we buy from the bigger places like, you know, Beauty Bay or Beautylish or Sephora or Ulta is because we can purchase that item and then have it shipped to us, and it's to us within a small amount of time. What I would say is that the shipping time did take forever. Again, Kaleidos is in Shanghai, so we're looking at it coming from China, and it does take a little bit for it to get to us from China, but they prepped me with the fact that it was going to take 21 days from the time I ordered it, and I did order it on launch day. I received it in the mail 3 days ago. So I do believe that it took approximately 12 days for it to get to me, which was far less time than what, well, no, how long did it take? Like 16 days? 17 days? Either way, it was far less time than what they had originally quoted me. I was waiting for this to come, or looking to see it come somewhere around the 20th. And it it got to me on the 12th. So I'm really excited about that, and I'll put the exact time frame in here because I'm not looking at my receipt. I can't remember specifically the date it launched, but I did purchase it on launch day. I didn't have a timer set, and this is why I think that the launch went over so well. I didn't have a timer set. I knew I wanted it, but I didn't have a timer set for it, and by the time I remembered to go onto their website and purchase from them, it had been launched for a couple hours at that point, and I still was able to get what I wanted, and there was still the deck of cards that you could have purchased. Now, I didn't purchase the deck of cards. I didn't even think I was getting the box, to be honest, but I did. I know that if you spend $100 at Kaleidos, or at least that day, probably every day, I got free shipping to the United States because I purchased $100 from them. I didn't necessarily want the deck of cards, and I didn't necessarily think I was going to get this box. So I didn't purchase the whole Angelica Nyqvist Club Nebula set, but I did purchase a couple other things that I think that you all will be excited about. I know I'm excited about. So this is my Kaleidos box. This is the Club Nebula box that came with the Angelica Nyqvist collab. And this box is just such a beautiful, beautiful art piece. This is what the front of it looks like, and then the flap of it, the flap of it looks like this, and it just flaps open like that. And then the back of the box just says Kaleidos on it. So you open it up, and this is what the inside of the box looks like, and I just think that the inside of the box is just as beautiful as the outside of the box. Like, this could totally hold all of your decks of cards. It could totally do that because of the beautiful, like, club there. And then it also came with, you guys can see that I ordered a highlighter, but it came with all this foam to make sure that the products stayed safe. It came with this card here that just tells you, you know, I mean, it's a beautiful card, but it tells you all the things. It says Club Nebula invitation. You're invited to join us for an unforgettable banquet of color. On the menu is a diverse curation of the finest, rarest shadows in the universe. Please RSVP. Tag us in your story on Instagram when you receive this. How to attend. Tag us in any looks made with the Club Nebula palette. Dress code, Kaleidos only. Have fun. We're looking forward to seeing you there. And that is what that card says. It is such a really pretty card. And then that is the palette right there. And we'll get into that. But I also purchased a highlighter from them that I wanted to try. This is the Ray Rider highlighter. I've heard so many great things about their highlighters. And then I also purchased the Escape Pod palette. So those are the items that I purchased to reach my $100 that I needed to spend to get free international shipping. Let's dig in. So the first palette, and the reason why I did order from them, I love that all this foam is in here to really protect everything in this box. But this is the Club Nebula palette. This is Angelica Nyqvist's collab with Kaleidos. So excited. So many of you know, I've said it 100,000 times, that I have often been described, and I'm self-proclaimed, a colorful, grungy girl, right? I love colorful makeup, like Angelica, but I love dark, colorful makeup. So much like I'm wearing today, I'm not really super into the like bright shadows like the neons or the pastels or anything. I like dark colors. So when we look at this packaging, this is what the front of it looks like. It just looks like window dressings into the club. And then the back of the palette does have all the information that you need to know about the palette. It does have the Kaleidos website on here. It does have a 12-month shelf life, and it says it has 13 grams of product in it. And then you open it up, and oh, this is the palette. Oh, I'm so excited about this beautiful palette. Look at this palette. Like, and this isn't PR, y'all. This is me. I purchased this myself. I would never get PR. I mean, let's be honest. Little old me. this is a purchase palette. I was not letting this palette go. I wasn't doing it. So this is what the front of the palette looks like, and the spine of the palette. This is a kind of a thick palette, but I'm seeing that that is pretty much the case for their big 15 pan eyeshadow palettes like this. And then you open it up, and it does have a really nice mirror on it. It does stand up, so if you want to utilize it as your mirror for doing makeup, it is a beautiful mirror. And then this is the palette. Oh my God, I am so excited to use this. So excited. So here's some thoughts. I have a palette roulette series, but I was thinking about pausing my palette roulette video that would come out on Monday this following week to play with some of this newness in my collection. I have shot my stash palettes that I haven't even used yet, one of which is the Natasha Denona Trio Chrome. I would love to play with that, with both of those, because the other one is the Natasha Denona Metropolis. But I would also love to play with this and the Escape Pod that is in here as well. So let me know what your guys' thoughts are on that. This is a bonus video, so you're getting this, you know, on Tuesday or Thursday or whichever day it is. Let me know down in the comments if you would be down for me missing the palette roulette that should come out on Monday, and instead like just playing with these palettes and moving that palette roulette out a week and going over that palette at a different time. I mean, it's the Soft Glam palette, so a lot of people have used that palette at this point in time. I would love to be able to just sit and play with you all and do like a makeup playtime. Look at how beautiful this is. These dark mattes over here are spot on for what is my makeup aesthetic. I know that Angelica and our makeup aesthetics are very similar, which is why I watch her the way I do. But even all these like beautiful, like almost neutral tones here, these peachy tones here, like really beautiful, just buffing out tones. This would be a perfect inner corner shadow. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to put this on my eyes. So there's that. There's the one piece of this, and I really wanted to share with you guys. I could not hold on to it anymore without digging into it. I'm not going to swatch it right now. I do want to get a picture of it before I do some swatching of it. So I'm so excited to have this in my collection. So the next thing that I want to talk about is this. This is the Ray Ryder highlight by them. This is the only one that I really can foresee myself wearing, which is why it is the only one that I purchased. But this is what the packaging looks like. It is a tin package. It is also, you know, pretty thick. And this is what that highlight looks like. So I feel like this one, a lot of their highlights are very like colorful and have like a shiftiness to blue or to orange or to pink or to green or to whatever, and I just don't go that route very often. So while the highlighter collection that comes in the big box that has, you know, a slot for each one of the highlighters is on my list of want to get from them, I know that I probably won't use all those highlighters, and that $110 would be a waste, honestly, or at least a portion of it. So I just bought one, trying to wrap my head around that not all or nothing thought process that I have within me. I don't need everything. So I just bought one, and we're going to try it out. And if I do love the formula of this highlight, because I do know that these get quite a bit of kudos here on the YouTubes, then I will probably purchase that giant collection if they still have it in stock at that moment. But I am really excited to try this. I love the packaging on this guy. Like, their packaging is phenomenal. Look at that. It's just, it's pretty, it's tactile, it's raised, it's geometric. It's just so interesting, and I love it. I'm here for it. So the final thing in this box is this guy here, and it is my Escape Pod palette. Again, not shirking on the collection, the box, the everything. Like this one, you know, the box even is gorgeous. This box is just gorgeous. I remember when people were getting this in PR and it came in like a little suitcase, like a detective suitcase. It was really kind of cool, and it came with everything, every part of it. This really spoke to me on so many levels as I was watching, and it's odd to me also at the same time because it leans very like pastel in nature sometimes, and I don't like pastels. We all know I don't like pastels. I've just said it 100 times. This palette, just the box of it intrigued me. So the back of the box looks like this. It does have information on the back as well. It does have also a 12-month shelf life. It tells you everything that you need to know in English and in Chinese, I imagine, because they are based in China. So, and then this is the palette. So the palette looks very cool. It's very metallic. It's also very tactile. Like all these things have a little bit of a raise to them, but also like a little bit of a different texture to them. It's very, very cool, and it circles around to the back of the palette as well. What I do not like about this palette, it is upright like this, but when you open it up, it's not like that inside. So you don't open it, you open it like a book, but then it lays down like this. So I would think that when we're doing like a motif on the palette in this fashion, like it's either going to open this way or it's going to open this way, and everything will be like, you know, vertical on it, but it's not. And the reason why I know it's not is because this button right here, or this button, this shade right here says ESC as in like a button on a computer screen, but it's flipped like this. So this is what this palette looks like. Again, here's the true tea. I really do think that this palette and this palette are going to pair perfectly together, because this has got some of the darker tones in it, and then this has got some really beautiful, like brighter tones in it that will go well with that darker matte tone eyeshadow palette over there. And this whole row here is all beautiful metallics. I think duochromes, but I'm not positive. So this is another one that I would love to play with. So tell me what you guys think down in the comments section. I would love to hear from you guys, because that's, you know, truly why I'm here. I would love to like postpone palette roulette number whatever it is to just get some makeup playtime in, because I'm so excited about this launch, you guys. And then I wanted to also show you that the inside of the box does look like this. So like it truly is a decorative box that you can use for more than one purpose in your life. So I loved that this that I bought came with this box, because this was unexpected, if I'm honest. I also think that just the packaging and how much they made sure that this stuff was coming all the way from China to Washington State, and they wanted to make sure it stayed safe. I think that that is phenomenal. Great customer service. They kept me very well informed, even though it said that my shipping was coming from such and such, and the typical tracking information was inconsistent, that I probably wouldn't hear a whole lot from, you know, the thing as it came to me. I got notifications often enough that I felt apprised of the situation and wasn't wondering where all my stuff was. So I would order from Kaleidos again, even though I'm not like immediately satisfied with the product in my hand. I am so excited to try these products. I'm so excited to have Kaleidos in my life. That's really where I feel like my collection is missing some traction, is in indie. So I also have a Midas order coming. So we might have, it's the Valentine's Day box, you know, surprise box, mystery box, whatever they're called. You guys, I truly have a lot. So let me know what you think. When I get the Midas box, I'll share it with you. It was a Valentine's Day box that didn't get to me by Valentine's Day, so that's kind of a bummer. Today is Valentine's Day as I'm filming it, and it's coming from Illinois. I think I ordered it like 4 days after I ordered the Kaleidos stuff, and I'm actually pretty shocked that Kaleidos got to me first. So there's that. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I do hope that you give me some feedback down in the description box. I would love to give you guys some playtimes with these products. I don't really necessarily have like get ready with me topics to talk over, but I would just love to get some playtimes in with you guys. So let me know what you think down in the comment section. I will be hovering around my comment section to see what you all have to say, have to shout out down there. I appreciate you all coming to watch my video today. I hope that you did enjoy it. I hope that you enjoyed it so much so that you're considering giving me a big thumbs up. It really does help our channels out here. I also hope that you liked it, or me, enough that you're considering subscribing to my channel before you go. I would love to have you subscribe to my channel and let me know that you want me to do makeup playtime down there, and then you will see me next week playing with these palettes. I would love that as well. Either way, you guys are going to see me playing with these palettes, to be honest. That just would give me a little bit more time to play with the palettes, to be honest. I hope that if you do decide to subscribe to my channel before you go, I do hope that you will consider hitting that notification bell. It is going to keep you notified every single time I upload a video, and I do upload content over here on my channel multiple times a week, 3 to 4 times most weeks. So if you will just hit that notification bell, it will assure that I show up in your feed, which I couldn't imagine hitting the notification or hitting subscribe and then never seeing this person show up in your feed. So please, please hit that button. I hope that 2021 is treating you all kindly. I hope that you and yours are safe and well and doing well. I hope that you all are wearing your masks when you're out there, if for no other reason but to protect yourself. And we're not all, you know, vaccinated yet, so it's super important that we stay top of mind in health and safety and keep ourselves well. I hope that you all are loving each other, but loving each other from afar. And I am just, again, super thankful that you chose to spend your time with me today. So until next time, guys, bye everyone.